To me, family is not only the greatest influence on a child's life, but can be one of the greatest sources of inspiration as well. My great-uncle, James Davis, and my grandfather, Andrew Davis, were in the Air Force during the Korean War. My grandpa worked on the planes. My great-uncle flew them. I never met my great-uncle, but his story changed my life. As a pilot in the Air Force, he actively participated in missions that put his life at risk. He had the focus to keep his wits about him in times of crisis. Returning from one of these missions, he received information that made him make a choice that most of us can only imagine. He received the information that he needed to return back to the location he had just left because it needed air support. But the dilemma, however, wasn't that simple. He realized that he didn't have enough fuel to go there and back. So he was faced with a decision, a dilemma that we can only picture. Does he return home safely? Or does he choose to go fight with his comrades? The Purple Heart Award that embodies honor, care, and respect that is currently in my grandfather's case in a shelf in Charlotte, North Carolina, tells you the answer to that question. What are you willing to do for others? As a child, this was preached in my house. I was taught that even the smallest act of kindness matters. Of course, I didn't believe it. Well, you see, not at first, because I was caught up in what I saw on TV, the huge charitable donations given out by celebrities and athletes, people that the average person might not be able to relate to. But what I quickly realized is that the small acts of kindness every day changed my day. The extra 10 minutes of recess given out to me by a teacher, or the last fries passed me by a sibling. These small acts of kindness changed my day and eventually changed my mindset. After these small events, I took it upon myself to challenge myself. I wanted to make a difference too. I wanted to improve someone else's day every day. And I realized that it was easier than I thought. I didn't have to be the best person in the world. All I had to do was put in that little bit of effort, that one. And that is why I'm here today, because I want to challenge you, my audience. I want to challenge you to do more, because unlike other things, you're not restricted by anything else. You're not restricted by your economic class or your social class, because these things shouldn't determine how you treat people. These shouldn't determine how you treat people, which is why it's possible. Your economic class and your social class allows you to think outside the box. But when it comes down to caring, all you have to do is make that choice. To make the choice to care about someone other than yourself, to care about what they're going through, and to care about your community. Anthony J. D'Angelo, a famous businessman, once said, "Without a sense of caring, there can be no sense of community." Think about that for a second. It's pretty straightforward, so it shouldn't take you too long. But as a citizen, it is our responsibility to improve our society. You can want more for as long as you want, but unless you're willing to step up and do more, nothing is going to change. And this is what James Davis was willing to do. He made a choice that most of us can't do. And this choice became a story that was told me at a young age, that changed my life in the way I thought, and a choice that became the story. And after, I decided to come here today to tell you, and I wanted to thank you for that opportunity.